#1 5-time Grand Slam champion. It's going to be all business. Sensational. It's a New Year's Day special.
It's another clean, ice-cold winner from a red-hot player.
What a way for Team Poland to move on through to the quarterfinals.
Oh, Billy Harris steals Echeverry's dream.
Oh, that is perfectly played from Balter. Oh, excellent.
Oh, this is better.
A brilliant start by Team GB. Balter putting them in the driving seat.
Well, Sydney is set for quarterfinals. Fun fans are flocking to Ken Rosewall Arena to see who will secure the 2 remaining spots in the Final Four. Hello and welcome. I'm Stephanie Brands. Great to have you joining us when the quarterfinal action finally arrives at Ken Rosewall Arena here in Sydney. Now, the sun has gone behind a cloud, but the stars are in the studio, and I'm delighted to be joined by Jim Courier and Laura Robson, who think that was a very lame introduction, but welcome to you both. Can you believe how deep we are into this tournament already?
It's gone so quick, hasn't it? And the fact that the Perth teams are already in Sydney, they just landed, but we've still got 2 quarterfinals to come. The atmosphere tonight's going to be incredible because the Polish fans have been flocking to Ken Rosewall.
It's been a blast so far. This tournament always has such a cool vibe. What a great way to get the new season started. The players are electrified. The fans have been excellent. It's closing time, baby. Now we got the final 4 days. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at what that bracket looks like for the final business end, if you like, of this tournament. The USA qualifying for their semi-final spot with victory over Team China over in Perth last night. Likewise, Kazakhstan was the first side through to the Final Four with victory over Team Germany. Italy and Czechia will face the USA. The winner of that will face the USA, and tonight we have Poland and Great Britain who are fighting it out for the opportunity to play Team Kazakhstan. This is what it looks like in Sydney today. Hurkacz taking on Billy Harris in the men's singles, and Iga Świątek and Katie Bolter before the mixed doubles, which certainly for Team Poland have been absolutely crucial. Interestingly, for the singles, and Jim, I know that you've been looking quite closely what Hurkacz has been doing. This is a first meeting between these 2 men. What are you expecting from him? He would, I imagine, with the golf in rankings, be expecting this to play out his way.
Look, Hurkacz is a big favorite, there's no doubt. He's been a top 10 player for much of the last 3 or 4 years, but he had that knee injury at Wimbledon last year, and that took him off the tour and sort of unsettled him. He's made a lot of changes in the offseason. He's changed the coaching staff, now led by Nicolas Massou, also has Ivan Lendl, and also crucially changed his racket, and he's really looking for some confidence in that racket, but they're trying to push him, this new coaching team, to be more proactive with his forehand, and we've seen plenty of that, and some of it's been really good, and some of it's just been a little bit off, but this is a shot that if he wants to get even higher than that 6 in the world that he's been, he's going to need to add a little more firepower to his forehand. So I love the idea. I love the concepts. It's very much a work in progress. His backhand is nails. His serve is good as just about anybody's. But he struggled. Casper Ruud beat him here. He lost to Thomas Machac as well. So he's looking for something. But it's been apparent when we look into the virtual world that he is really trying to hit more forehands down the line. 50% of his forehands going down the line. That is far more than we're used to seeing. Normally, you can flip those numbers, 37% down the line, 50% cross-court. For this particular matchup against Billy Harris, who is a wonderful story, we'll tell you much more about him in commentary. He's ranked 125 in the world. Hurkacz doesn't need to be as proactive when he's in the baseline exchanges. He can be a little more conservative. He should flip these numbers tonight.
Indeed. Talk to us a little bit, perhaps a sneak preview, Laura, about Billy Harris. He's playing another level up since he's filling in for Jack Draper.
And was certainly exposed last night against Alex de Minaur, wasn't he? It was a 2-1 win for Team Australia. I think Billy Harris is a really solid player. I don't know that he has a standout weapon in his game the way that the people at the top of the game do. So his forehand started to break down. He felt like he had to overplay because of how good of a mover de Minaur is. And for such a big guy as well, he sometimes lets himself play too far back behind the baseline, which is surprising when you look at his physicality, that he doesn't hit it bigger.
In complete contrast, when we look at the women's singles, we have two women who are thus far undefeated in their singles, and Iga Swiatek and Katie Boulter have been exceptional.
Well, I've seen a lot of both of them, especially Katie Boulter. She, for me, has been really impressive. She's come into this season with such confidence in her game, has put in a load of hard work in the off-season to be physically 100%, to feel like she can hit as big as the best players in the world, and that's really the next goal for her, to crack that top 20 and make a slam quarter-final.
Well, she is meeting one of the best players in the world in Iga Swiatek, who's really lived up to her billing, right, Jim?
Oh, Iga's been awesome. And she's got a new coach on her team as well, and Wim Facet, a veteran coach who's coached a ton of players. So for me, it's just seeing the confidence coming out, ripping the back end. There were times last season where she was a little bit unsure of herself. She's looking really good out there. And against Muchova, that was a very, very difficult matchup. That was the one I think most of us, Laura, circled at the beginning of the tournament. She came out and played exceptionally well.
And she knew she had to, but I just love to see points like this where she was willing to come forward. Definitely has found a bit more confidence coming to the net, and she's taken the one hand off the backhand volley for the first time in her career. And it's the type of matchup that you want this early on in the season, to be this sharp ahead of a slam, you know, only a second match back, and you're playing points like this against one of the toughest challengers in tennis at the moment.
And she looks completely engaged in everything the United Cup offers.
Relaxed.
She is like actually engaged now.
Oh, well, this yeah, Katie Boulter, definitely. And we've seen the impressive engagement ring on her left hand. Didn't stop her bundling Team Australia out of the tournament, though.
Oh, she played a great match here. It was a dismantling. She knew she had to win in straight sets to get the job done for Team GB to qualify for this quarter-final, and went out there with a real intent in her game. She's hitting it bigger than ever, for sure, but it's the consistency that's made such a big difference. The fact that she can hang in a rally when needed, play with a bit more shape on the forehand. That's something that we've seen improve. But mentally, she's been so locked in this week, in not only the singles, but also the mixed doubles that they played. So huge, huge week for Katie Boulter to really lead the team.
Yeah, and you mentioned the mixed doubles. Katie Boulter and Iga Swiatek have both been involved in both of those matches. For Team Poland, they have managed to nail this win. It has come down to a deciding mixed doubles for both their round-robin matches. How key could that be today?
It could be vital. There's no question about that. And the Polish team has played a couple of different combos. Zielinski played in the opening match, and then they had Hurkacz come in as the closer last night. So, look, Swiatek has been going toe-to-toe with the men in these contests and getting the better end of them quite often. So she's a real weapon, not just in singles. There it is, the one-handed volley, Laura. That is something nice to see from her, just a little more flexibility there, but that was something where Hurkacz needed to kind of get his volleys going a bit.
Yeah, he looked a bit stuck in the mud for half of that first set yesterday. They were, you know, very much leading, got a bit nervous, and then unsure of themselves. They don't play a lot of doubles, these two. It was very much four singles players on the court, but they found a way through, and as soon as Hurkacz was able to commit a bit more and realise actually he's got the wingspan of a great doubles player, and all of a sudden things connected for them. But yeah, as Jim said, Iga was certainly the one leading the team.
Well, Team Poland and Team Great Britain were two of the last sides to make their appearance on court in the United Cup. They now find themselves on quarterfinals time at Ken Rosewall Arena, where Todd Woodbridge is out on court to talk us through the atmosphere there. Todd, it is pretty cool out here, and I imagine it's hot, hot, hot inside.
Well, it's actually very nice. It's perfect conditions tonight. It's been rather sticky and humid the last couple of days, but as the crowd is starting to filter in, it'll start to warm up. We've had some very exciting wheelchair tennis out here. Some of the best in the world have been showing their wares to the crowd as a warm-up into tonight's matches. So everybody's looking forward to this. Quarterfinals, it's down to the nitty-gritty now, so we'll see what happens as the players get ready to get out on court shortly.
Indeed we will, Todd. Thank you so much. You'll be courtside for that one. Enjoy the evening. What a great night we have ahead. Of course, the men's singles will be first in this quarterfinal where Team Poland is taking on Team Great Britain. Coming up, we have Hurkacz and Billy Harris on court in Sydney at the Ken Rosewall Arena. So much super tennis we've already seen at the United Cup. Let's have a look back at the best shots from day 6.
Wow. Have a look at that. She cut the angle once again on the return, and what a beautiful point.
Oh, he's an angry little elf. Oh, he wouldn't like him when he was angry. Return speed 166. Todd, how about that?
Sensational. Ridiculous.
Oh, come on. You can't do that, can you? You bet he can. Almost a standing ovation, stadium-wide, for the effort of Alex de Minaur.
Yes, so much for the crowd to enjoy at the Ken Rosewall Arena in Sydney and indeed in Perth as well. But all the action is in the Harbour City now as we head into the last 2 quarterfinals, and the fans are flocking to Sydney Olympic Park just west of the city in Sydney, ready for quarterfinal night here at the United Cup. Yes, the garden filling up outside the Ken Rosewall Arena, and it is a lovely mild summer's day, a little bit cooler than it has been so far to start off the year. And it's a lovely day out in the garden, and you can see behind us here in the studio there's plenty of people flocking in for tonight's action. Let's have a look at what the evening holds. This is what's coming your way. In the United Cup quarterfinals, we have Team Poland taking on Team Great Britain. Hurkacz will be taking on Billy Harris in the men's singles, followed by Iga Świątek and Katie Bolte in a blockbuster women's match. And then the mixed doubles, which have been so crucial for some of these sides, particularly Team Poland, to get to the pointy end of the tournament. Well, another side that's got to the point end of the tournament is Team Czechia, and we're delighted to have Captain Daniel Vacek with us in studio. Welcome to you.
Well,
hello.
So
Congratulations on coming through. I know that you and Jim are old mates, so it's good to have your reunion here on the desk. But I must say, you look like you've been really enjoying yourself.
Oh, very much so. It's a great experience for me, and I'm extremely happy that we got so far.
And what about your team? You have Muchova, you have Machac. They're both quality singles players, and the mixed doubles has been impressive too.
Yeah, they both fantastic players, and they get along extremely well. So the mixed doubles is always very interesting and exciting, and yeah, I'm very happy that we get the chance to play tomorrow again.
And you've had experience here at the United Cup, of course, before, coach, now captain. Tell us how much you enjoy the atmosphere down on the court.
Oh, it is completely different than 2 years ago. I was here when the format was a little different, so there were 2 men and 2 girls. Unfortunately, Thomas got injured during the first match against TFO, so we didn't enjoy it anymore. Yeah,
You're full service operation down there. Are you learning how to massage in real time here? What's this all about?
Yeah, well, I had to because we are forbidden to use anybody else from the bench. So I have to step in and to do the psychiatrist, physio.
Psychiatrist, physio. It's a long day doing that. But I think I saw that your physio for the team instructing you on actually how to massage. Was that really happening?
Yes. I was getting instruction, so I knew exactly where to touch.
Well, what's the instruction you're going to give the players going up against Italy tomorrow night? You've got a couple of tricky matchups in Coboli, a talented player in Flavio, and then of course, Yasmin Paolini.
Yes. Flavio improved so much last year. It's going to be a very difficult match, and Thomas played with him several times already, but always extremely, very close, very difficult. He moves really well, so I think it will be a very exciting match for the spectators. And then we have Kaya.
Yep.
So Pauline is one of the best players. Last year she had a fantastic season, so it's a great matchup. So we'll see. Let's hope.
Talk to us about Thomas Machac. How much have you enjoyed seeing him perform this year? You mentioned in previous iterations he's been struggling with injury. How have you found him and his play this year? He's had some tough opponents.
Oh, very tough opponents. We came down here after he was a little bit ill, so we didn't practice as much. So at the beginning especially he struggled against Kasper, and Kasper played an unbelievable match. But as you can see, he got himself together. And yesterday, extremely exciting match.
We've seen Muchova's ceiling is going so deep in a major. What about Thomas Machac? He seems to be an explosive player who really relishes the big moments like that.
Oh, he loves to play on the center court against the top guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what he's looking for the entire off-season. Anytime he's at the tournament, he loves to play on the center, and he hopes he's going to meet the top guys there.
You guys went from about 80 in the world to 25. You're his full-time coach, too. Like that's a big jump in a year, right?
A big jump.
So what are your targets for this year?
Just to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Stay healthy and keep working on a few things that he still needs to improve. But the health is the main important.
Gotcha.
And talk to us about the women's. You mentioned Muchova. What are you expecting from her? The women's draw has been quite difficult, and Yasmin Paolini is on fire.
Yeah, I'm really happy that I have her coach next to me, so he can help me out with the coaching.
Okay.
And the women, Iga yesterday, she's unbelievable mover. I have never seen never seen her live like this. But what I've seen yesterday, her footwork is just outstanding.
But Muchova, or Kaya as you call her, she's the best all-court player, I think, in women's tennis. It's fun to see someone come forward as much as she does.
Yes, she's an excellent player. She's mixing it up. She's aggressive, very nice.
There's been a lot of struggles for Muchova with injury over the years. Where do you feel she's at now?
Well, so far she's healthy, so let's hope that she's going to stay that way. She's been a little bit unfortunate in the last few years that she got...
Yeah, perhaps it's your physio skills as well.
What was your off day like today? What was your off day like? What did you guys get up to?
Oh, we had a nice breakfast, then we had a little bit of a fitness session, and then we hit together a little bit.
How long does a team like this hit on an off day? 45 minutes, 1 hour?
45 minutes.
45. Just the tennis is in the body now, just recover?
Yes, just to get the strokes a little bit together, sweat a little bit, and get ready.
Yeah, we can see a little bit of practice here today. Can you tell us, though, Daniel, was there a little bit of celebration when you saw Team Australia bow out last night?
We've been watching nervously so much. I knew that they need to win a set in the mix. I didn't want to tell them before. They were a little bit sad that they didn't make it because they were really close at the end of the first set. And then, of course, we watched the singles, the Aussie singles. Then Alex played just some unbelievable tennis yesterday. The way he moved, I don't know how he trains or something. We need some tips also. But then the mix, we were really nervous.
Yeah, well, you got through, and congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals. That will be tomorrow night against Team Italy. Daniel Vacek, thank you so much for dropping into the studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course, that one coming ahead tomorrow evening. That will be Team Czechia up against Team Italy. But as Daniel just said, there has been some time to enjoy off-court activities as well. Let's take a look.
And I very much welcome Team USA here to Rottnest Island.
The quokkas were really cute. Hey! It looked like kangaroo mixed with mouse.
one of the most picturesque cities in the world, and we're very fortunate to have this as our backdrop.
To start the year playing in front of a home crowd, and it was electric out there.
We had the opportunity to come down here at the beach and get some surfing in.
It was very nice, so I would like to continue with that.
These kind of things, this new sport for us. Maybe I'm better on the tennis court.
I was having so much fun. I can say now that I like surfing.
We thought what better to do in Perth than learn with a surfing school here.
You know, for us it was a fun experience.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, welcome to Perth, by the way.
Thank you.
I think it's my first time to ride a boat, actually.
So we are in Taronga Zoo. It's an amazing experience to be so close of the animals.
But if you could take one back to France, what do you think you'd choose this one?
I think I will choose the koala. So cute and small for the plane, so perfect.
We visited the Caversham Wild Park today. We met a new friend today, but Borna is a little bit scared.
It was a very, very cool experience. I wish I can be like him a little bit more, just chilling out.
It was the first time I rode in a helicopter. We saw some dolphins from the top.
It's just beautiful, the nature of it. It's a very special experience.
Too short it was.
The whole Polish team came to Wiley's Baths in Coogee, and we had an amazing time.
Ooh, it's like ice bath.
It's a really fantastic place, especially in the middle of summer. The people are awesome.
I thought it would be really cool if Team Greece was to recreate the Baywatch scene.
We love Perth. I think it's a beautiful city.
I'm only taking good memories from all of this.
Well, there's two more semi-final spots left in the United Cup, and Team Poland, Team Czechia both through, which means Hurkacz and Thomas Machac are still very much in the action. Let's relive the moment when they met in the opening clash of the United Cup.
We've got quite the match coming your way.
Hurkacz and Thomas Machac will get us underway. Forehand already looking sharp. Lays waste to that forehand. Finds himself at the first break point. He got it. What a rifle. First blood goes to Team Czechia.
He seals it with an ace to Czechia. Can't ask for more from Hurkacz.
Hard to get over Hurkacz, what a loss.
Nothing you can do about that level of play from Machac if you're Hurkacz, other than applaud it and go back to work.
Saw the lane was open, took a shot, carves out a love 30 situation. Sheer delight for Team Poland.
Oh, he's an angry little elf. This is the conundrum for Hurkacz.
Again, so much absolute delight for match.
Kubi is an unbelievable player. It's always a pleasure to share the court with him and to play against this kind of players. So I will push myself to be better and better. Let's see what is my peak.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Team Czechia.
Well, pictures of Hurkacz, Team Poland, behind the scenes in the player gym, preparing for his match against Billy Harris of Team Great Britain. Quite a gulf in the rankings between these two, 109 spots, and Hurkacz will undoubtedly be hoping that tonight will be his night to dominate the singles. That coming up in Sydney.
What's something that you want to experience?
Jumping out of a plane.
It's my worst nightmare, that is no.
Qualifying out of our group.
Yes to that. What's something you'd never do?
Jump out of a plane.
Jump out of a plane. I would never get in a tank with sharks. Never.
Helicopters psych me out. I've never been in one. They get in my head a little bit. I'd probably like, I met my granddad, so that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, my dad's dad apparently was a bit of a lad, so.
I'd say Gordon Ramsay, and he can cook the meal.
You always come out with great answers, Bill. You can never read what he's going to say.
What's that? Shapes?
Shapes.
Tim Tam's better.
It looks like a...
Oh, okay, Tony's.
I'll share it with the team if we get the win.
We do love the diary room and all the Aussie treats they get at the end of it. Jim Courier, we are moments away from sending you over to commentary for this quarterfinal between Team Poland and Team Great Britain.
So just say you've had enough of me. That's just, you know, just be honest.
If you would like to call from the studio, I'm happy for you to stay here.
Let's
we'll
try
see
that.
if we can get some of those Aussie Tim Tams and whatnot in at the desk here. But what are you expecting from this opening clash? Because we've mentioned that it is a mismatch in the rankings. Hurkacz yet to taste victory in the singles at this United Cup. But Billy Harris, he's got nothing to lose.
Billy's got nothing to lose, so he should be coming out and playing like that, which is going after his shots. Hurkacz presents a little bit of a different challenge than Alex de Minaur did last night. Demon is so quick, so aggressive-minded with his ground strokes, and Hurkacz is trying to be more aggressive. But what Hurkacz does have that Demon doesn't have is the monster first serve. So the challenge for Billy is going to be to get the ball back in play, and then to go to work and try and take over as much as he can. That's what he did well in the opening set of the United Cup when he put that one on the board.
Jim, thank you. You've got 4 seconds to run over courtside. Thank you so much for your time. On the other side, it'll be Jim Courier and Mark Pecci in commentary, a quarterfinal between Team Great Britain and Team Poland.
Alex Ward, Olivia Nichols, Charles Broom, Jan Schoinski, Yuriko Lily Miyazaki, Billy Harris, and Katie Bolter. And please welcome their opponents for tonight, representing Poland, Mateusz Taczynski, Alicja Rosowska, Jan Zielinski, Maja Wolinska, Kamil Machac, Hubert Hurkacz, and Iga Świątek. And now, if you are able, please be upstanding for the national anthems of Great Britain and Poland.
As is customary, Players walk into net to greet each other ahead of this quarter-final tie. Much on the line tonight. Some achievement from the